Good morning to Ms. Wyatt and classmate. Today, me, Chan Jun Peng, and my group mate, Lim Wei Tong, will present to you the first part of our research, which is the introduction and the literature review. And our topic is the impacts of co-curricular activities on university students' academic performance. So I'll begin with the background information of the introduction. So what is actually a co-curricular activity? A co-curricular movement is a program that is financed or organized by a school that is related to learning or character building. Co-curricular activities is very welcome by today's students as it is very interesting and beneficial. First of all, there are many life skills that we can acquire by participating in co-curricular activities. So one of the example is time management skills. This is because students who participate in co-curricular activities will have packed schedules and they must arrange their time accordingly to cope with their study. And according to the research done by Al-Salim et al., it is proven that students with time management skills will have better academic performance. Other than that, a research done by Rafor has proven that students who participate in co-curricular activities will have better attendance, which leads to better academic performance. However, the research done by Zetcherman and Fulbert has shown that students who excessively participate in co-curricular activities will have lower academic performance. Since there are many different perspectives from different researchers about this topic, the true relationship between co-curricular activities and students' academic performance still remains indefinite.
For problem statement, there are mixed results from the past studies. A research done by Target Study in 2015 states that an all-rounder personality can be developed through the process of participating in co-curricular activities, while another study done by Chutgar et al. In 2015 states that students score higher if their school have more co-curricular activities. Therefore, the objective of this research is to investigate the correlation between co-curricular activities and academic performance among university students.
The next part is significance of study. So a question arises on why is it necessary to study this topic. This is because co-curricular activity may be a two-edged sword. So by studying the true relationship between co-curricular activities and students' academic performance, students, teachers, schools, and parents can all be benefited. So firstly, students can decide whether or not to participate in more co-curricular activities, and schools and teachers can make their wise decisions on whether or not to organize more co-curricular activities for their students, and parents can limit or encourage their children to participate in co-curricular activities. So in this research, we have two research questions. The first one is, what is the relationship between co-curricular activities and university students' academic performance? And the second question is, what are the effects of co-curricular activities on university students' academic performance? And we have reviewed a few literatures to answer these two questions. In the literature review, we have 5 subtopics, and the first subtopic is about the level of involvement in co-curricular activities and students' academic performance, while the remaining 4 subtopics is about the different types of co-curricular activities and their impacts on students' academic performance. So in the first subtopic, a study was conducted by Zetcherman and Fulbert to study the effects of time spent in co-curricular activities on students' academic performance. So the results have shown that participating in co-curricular activities within a time range of 5 hours is beneficial, whereas exceeding the time limit is disadvantageous. And another similar research was done by Safi et al. To identify the effects of level of involvement in co-curricular activities on students' academic performance. And the results have shown that a p-value of lower than 0.05 and a Pearson's R-value which is equals to 0.882, which indicates a positive relationship between the level of involvement in co-curricular activities and students' academic performance. So the first study has concluded that participating in co-curricular activity without exceeding a time range is beneficial, whereas the second study has proven that the relationship between the level of involvement in co-curricular activities and academic performance of students is positive.
So the second topic is about social cultural activities on academic performance. A research done by Sabush et al. In 2018 shows that social cultural activities have a great impact on students' academic performance. The result states that students score 5.73% lower CGPA than those who do not participate in social cultural activities. The second study done by Sylvester in 2018, which is to discover the impact of social cultural activities on student academic performance. The results revealed that students only spend time on social cultural activities that they like, such as leisure activities. From both studies, we can note that there's a negative influence of social cultural activities on student academic accomplishment. So the next topic is related to music on academic performance. In the first research done by Monica et al. In 2018, the impact of music on academic performance will be focused on. 57.1% of the respondents answered that music has a positive impact on their academic performance. Another similar research done by Rose et al. In 2017, which is to identify the influence of music on students' academic result, the Pearson correlation value shows 0.341, which means that music will affect students' result. From both studies, it is obvious that there is a direct link between music and academic performance of students.
So the fourth subtopic is sports and academic performance. A study was conducted by Mahadeva Rao et al. To study the impacts of sports on students' academic performance. And the results have shown that athlete has a lower passing rate of 35.8% and non-athlete has a higher passing rate of 41.4%. And another similar research was conducted by Fernando Munoz Bulon that examined the influence of sports on students' academic performance. And the findings have shown students who were participants of sports acquired a mean GPA that is lower, which is 6.76, and non-participants have a higher mean GPA, which is 6.98. So both studies have concluded that there is a negative relationship between sports and academic performance. The last subtopic is debate and academic performance. A study was conducted by Shackelford et al. To study the relationship between participation in high school debate program and students' college matriculation and graduation. And the results have shown that debaters have a higher matriculation rate, which is 63.5%, and non-debaters have a lower matriculation rate, which is 47.7%. And debaters have a higher graduation rate, which is 21%, and non-debaters have a lower graduation rate, which is 16.5%. Another research was conducted by Azlin Ahmad Zawawi et al. To establish the impact of classroom debate on students' academic performance. And the researchers have used the conceptual framework to carry out the studies. And the researchers have found that there are 3 skills students will acquire by participating in debate activity, which includes interpretation skills, analytical skill, and inferential skills. And these 3 skills are very beneficial in students' academic performance. So both studies have concluded that participating in debate will enhance students' academic performance.
After reading some of the past studies, we know that co-curricular activities have 2 aspects on students. Since most of the past study only focused on the effect on the social skills and self-concept, therefore, we will explore more on the correlation between co-curricular activities and academic accomplishment among university students in this research.
And that's all we want to share today. Thank you and have a nice day.